Welcome. This lesson's from page 241 in your student book, and it's about solving an equation with a variable on both sides. Hope you like the colored slides. So anyway, the goal is to solve a variable where you move the variables to one side and the constants to the other side, and that is your key. And I would include this in your notes. It's so key. That's what we're doing for the whole lesson. What do I do to move the variables to one side and the constants to another? All right, so the first one you see, 8a equals 5a plus 21, and we're trying to say what would make this equation true? What would a be? And I like to always move the variable that's smaller because then it keeps it positive. So subtract 5a on this side. You subtract 5a on the right, and they cross out. Then you must subtract 5a on this side, keep them balanced. And then I would rewrite the equation, don't try to do it all at once. And so 3a equals, bring down the 21. You want to get a alone, divide by 3. And if you divide by 3 on the left, you have to divide by 3 on the right. A equals 21 divided by 3 is 7. All right. Next one, now you see that we have a variable on both sides and a constant on both sides. And so again, I would say, what do I do to get the constants on one side, the variables on the other? I see right away my variable is smaller over here, so I'm going to move that first. Subtract 1g from this side. The g's cross out. If I subtract 1g from this side, I have to subtract 1g from this side. And I would rewrite it. Show your steps. 6g minus 9 equals 3. Now we want to move the constants to the same side of the equal sign. So we're going to move that negative 9 over. By doing the opposite of subtracting 9, we're going to add 9. And our 9's cross out. If I add 9 on the left, I need to add 9 on the right. So 6g equals 12. Now we want to get g alone, so divide by 6. And they cross out. And if you divide by 6 on the left, you have to divide by 6 on the right. Whoops, I covered it up. And so g equals 2. Oops. Let's get to the right one. There we go. Oh, this one's much easier because we only have one constant. So as long as we only have one constant, that tells us right away we have to move the 3x to the other side. Always ask yourself, what do I do to get the variables on one, the constants on the other? So right now we have a positive 3. We're going to subtract 3 on that side. We subtract 3 on this side. We need to subtract 3 on this side. So now we have 7x equals, bring down that negative 28, bring down that negative sign with it. You want to get x alone, so divide by 7. If you divide by 7 on the left, you have to divide by 7 on the right. Those 7's here would cross each other out and become a 1. So now we have just 1x equals negative 4. All right. Oh, here we have variables on one side, on both sides, sorry, and constants on both sides. So I'm looking right away. I always want to try, if I can, to move a smaller variable to the other side so my variables stay positive. That won't always happen, but if it does end up with a negative variable, you would just divide out that negative at the end. But if we can, we try not to. So subtract 2a on this side, they cross each other out. If I subtract 2a on this side, I have to do the same on the other side to keep the sides balanced. So now I'm just going to rewrite 21 equals 6a, 8a minus 2a, and then rewrite that negative 9. All right, I'm looking at this and I see, oh, I have my variables all on one side, but now I want to move the constant over to the other side. So I would need to add 9 to both sides. These 9's would, of course, become a 0. And I would just rewrite 21 plus 9 is 30. 30 equals 6a. Oops. You want to get that a alone, so divide by 6 on both sides. I should have put that little underline there. Divide 30 divided by 6. 5 equals a. Alright, so I didn't do this one for you. I'd like you to try it, and then we'll check it together in the morning. Let me see. Yep, so that'll be good. Go ahead and pause. Don't shut the video off yet. Go ahead and try it. It looks like it will work out evenly. And then I'm giving you a little hint this time. I'm actually helping you. If it helps anybody, then I'm thankful for that. And here are the steps. And that is the end of the video. So if you want to pause and write down those steps, you'll already have your summary there. But make sure you do the previous problem just to make sure you're understanding before class. Have a great night.